Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto.io, place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is not important, and I'm your host. Let's do it. MountGox Bitcoin repayment, the day that never comes. This isn't. I'm not going to read this whole story. I just wanted to keep you guys updated with what's going on with MountGox. U.S. Anti-CBDC bill moves a step closer to passing. Let's effing go. PayPal rolls out Pi, PY, PU, USD stablecoin to Venmo users. And Grayscale files for a new ETH futures ETF official. Man, can we get this stuff to go through already? For F's sake. Yeah, to the market, guys. Oh, first and foremost, sorry. Guys, go follow me on X, BoringCrypto.io. That's it. That's all I wanted to say about it. All right, to the market, guys. Market cap sitting right now at 1.06 trillion. Bitcoin dumps sitting at 49.3. ETH thumbs going down 18.1. And 9 Gwei will get you an ETH transaction. Guys, fear and greed still sitting in the 40s, 42. Considered neutral. Bitcoin pulled back this morning. We're going to talk about that right now. Things are slightly in the red. Yeah, let's just blow through it. Nothing crazy so far. Toncoin with a big pull. An okay pullback. I mean, they're still up 25.25 for the week. Down 5.6 this morning. Going through. 4.19 for Stellar. 3.29 for Lido DAO. 5.18 for Optimism. Woo! Immutable X blowing off the handle right now. Holy snap. 22.27. What's going on with Immutable X? I'll have to dig into that. $6.22 for XEC on the downside. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Okay, Bitcoin. When I left you guys yesterday, we were looking at this potential flag possibility. We're just gonna get rid of that because that definitely wasn't a thing. It didn't play out. But here's what happened. Not that you can't tell by looking at it. We hit that downward sloping trend line from the original descending wedge. We got rejected, and we couldn't get back above 2310. Told you guys, this has become a super, super strong resistance. Resistance. And resistance. So right now we started falling. It looks like we're getting a bounce at original... not original, but back here about a week ago. This was resistance. When we blew past it, turned it to support, and it looks like it's going to stay as support again. Wick down below it a little bit, but it looks like it's holding. We'll keep an eye on that. With that being said, guys, I don't actually want to Bitcoin really isn't doing anything crazy, so I'm going to get to a point where I'm not going to spend too much time. I know I say that, and I spend a little bit longer than I want to, but I don't want to spend too much time on these charts. You know levels. You can look at them on the right-hand side. If this dumps, look for 26,315 to hold. If that dumps, look for 25,816 to hold. If that dumps, look for 25. That's it. That's what we're looking at. Okay, on to the news. MountGox, guys. The only reason I pulled this up, and I'm not going to go through the whole article, all they do in this article is really just blow through every time they've pushed this date back. But I just pulled it up to keep anyone who's aware of the MountGox situation, which is an older crypto situation. They just keep pushing back these dates when they're going to start liquidating these assets and get customers paid again. And clearly they've done it again. So over the last decade, MountGox has repeatedly postponed the plans to reimburse the funds that the crypto exchange had barred its users from withdrawing effective February 25th of 2014. The only update that matters here, and you can definitely go back and read this article if you want to get up to date and you don't know anything about MountGox, because that's all it does in this article. But MountGox infamous 2014 security breach that lost 850,000 Bitcoin of investors' funds resulted in its users embarking on a seemingly never-ending, decade-long pursuit of closure via funds reimbursement. Over the years, MountGox has backtracked on its numerous plans to reimburse the funds that the crypto exchange had barred its users from withdrawing, effective February 25th, 2014. And just so we can get caught up right here, MountGox 2023, the day that never comes. The deadline from reimbursement registration got pushed to future twice. However, April 17th, MountGox trustee Kayobashi stated the deadline for creditors to provide their repayment information, clarifications, and payee payment type has passed. Blah, blah, blah. MountGox responded to the Cointelegraph request for comment about... Yeah, they've just delayed it again, guys. That's all that's really going on. Sucks. If you're still locked up in that, I feel for you. That's an absolute nightmare. All right, on to the actual news I want to read about. U.S. Anti-CBDC bill moves to a step closer to passing. The CBD Anti-Surveillance State Act, aimed at preventing the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency, has passed the House Financial Services Committee. CBDC Anti-Surveillance Act, aimed at preventing unelected bureaucrats in Washington from issuing a central bank digital currency, has taken one step further on its procedural, get the words out of your mouth, dude, procedural journey after it passed the House Financial Services Committee. According to a press release distributed by the bill's author, Representative Tom Emmer, on September 20th, the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act was passed out of the committee and favorably reported to the House floor. That means the bill will next face a congressional vote. I think it has to go through the House and then through the Senate. House has got to approve it, and then the Senate's got to approve it, if I remember correctly. Emmer stressed that the bill has already gained support of 60 members of Congress. In his remarks regarding the committee's decision, Emmer once again emphasized the dangers of state control over currency and its incompatibility with American values. American values. Okay. This is what the future global digital economy needs. If not open, permissionless, and private, just like cash, a central bank digital currency is nothing more than the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, if you're not sure what that is, style surveillance tool that can be weaponized to oppress the American way of life, which is what we're all afraid of. Emmer and 49 original co-sponsors reintroduced the CBDC Anti-Surveillance Act in the United States House of Representatives on September 14th. It was first formally introduced to Congress in February 2023. The bill contains provisions that would prevent the Federal Reserve from issuing a CBDC individuals and bar the Fed from utilizing any CBDC for the purpose of implementing monetary policy. In his recent interview with Cointelegraph, Emmer called the digital asset a sleeper issue in the U.S. politics, both at state and federal levels. According to Emmer, there is a generational divide in the U.S. in which residents could push back on policies that potentially inhibit the digital space, and in doing so, flush out technological ignorant lawmakers. Good. We don't want those. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. All right. PayPal rolls out its Pi USD stablecoin to Venmo users. The payment platform said PayPal USD will be rolling out fully in the coming weeks after announcing its launch on Venmo. Major United States-based payment processor PayPal has announced Pi USD stablecoin and is now available on Venmo. In September 20th blog post, the payments firm said Pi... God. The payment firm said PayPal... There's a lot of P words, man. I can't pronounce the P words. Payments firm said PayPal USD, the company's stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, is already available to Venmo users and will be rolling out fully in the coming weeks. The news came roughly 6 weeks after PayPal announced the launch of the stablecoin, saying at the time it would be issued by Paxos Trust and fully backed by the US dollar deposits, short-term treasuries, and similar cash equivalents. Pi USD is already present in the native crypto experiences and it continues to be made more broadly available as the ecosystem grows, said PayPal. In the few weeks since its launch in the open market, PyUSD is already present on select exchanges, including Crypto.com, Bitstamp, Coinbase, and Kraken. Blockchain analytics firm Nansen reported in August that roughly 90% of PyUSD was held in the wallets controlled by Paxos Trust. Crypto firm BitPay announced on September 12th that it would be adding support for PyUSD, citing payment, utility, and community involvement. PayPal has been making steady inroads, into the crypto space. I'm doing bad. Okay, here's the reality. I had a friend that I haven't seen in a long time come into town yesterday, and we stayed up way later than we should have, and I am dragging ass. I apologize. Start that paragraph over. This whole show is a shit show today. Whatever. Is anyone even watching? Oh man. I love you guys. I hope my nonsense makes you guys laugh and makes your day better. That I'm in here making an absolute fool of myself. PayPal has been making steady inroads into the crypto space, accepting digital asset payments in 2021 and establishing on and off ramps for Web3 payments in 2023. New York State Department of Financial Services included PyUSD on its green list of coins approved by the regulator. Funny. Are they offering a security, Gary? Is it going to go up? We don't know. All right, last but not least, guys, Grayscale files for new ETH futures ETF. Grayscale advisors in the process of becoming registered as a commodity pool operator with US CFTC on Grayscale's new Ethereum futures. Digital currency investment company Grayscale is the latest firm to file with the Securities Exchange Commission for a new ETH futures exchange traded fund. On September 19th, Grayscale proposed listing and trading shares of the Grayscale Ethereum Futures Trust ETF under the New York Stock Exchange ARCA Rule 8.200-E. The proposal is pursuant to the provisions of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 and rule change submitted by New York Stock Exchange to the SEC. The ETF is managed by Grayscale's advisors, also referred to as sponsors in the filing. Sponsors in this process of becoming registered as a commodity pool operator with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and is in the process of becoming a member of the National Futures Association. The document reads, it also states that Grayscale advisors have engaged FRIEND.TECH Advisory as a sub-advisor to serve as the trust's commodity trading advisor. The Grayscale Ethereum Futures Trust seeks to maintain its holding in Ethereum futures contracts with a roughly constant expiration profile. The file reads, adding that it will never carry futures positions all the way to cash settlement. The nature of the ETH futures contracts in the ETF will not require the trust to use an ETH custodian. The filing reads, adding, the trust will deposit an initial margin amount to initiate the open position in futures contracts. A margin deposit is like a cash performance bond. It helps assure the trader's performance of the futures contracts that he or she purchases or sells. Cool. I don't think anyone really needs to read the rest of this, guys. It's just... Anyway. Look, this is all just bullish stuff. Which is really interesting, right? We live in a time still where people look at people like me, I'm assuming people like you that are in the space, that are holding crypto, that are buying crypto, that are interested in crypto, in blockchain, etc., and they still look at us like, oh, you still doing that Bitcoin thing? You're still... While the biggest funds on the planet continue to try to get involved. It's bananas, guys. I don't know what to say. But outside of that, guys, let's look at Bitcoin one last time. 26,635 seems to be holding. Let's look at it at the 1 hour. Yeah, we've got a couple 1 hour closes holding. Keep your eye on that level, guys, in case we lose it. Could be a big cascade. But guys, I'm sorry for a complete mess of a show today, but that is all I have for you. I do appreciate you. And per usual, if you do enjoy the content that I provide for you, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notification, watch the videos Please share the videos on all your social platforms. And above all, please like the videos. It'll help us grow. It'll help crypto grow. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, hopefully with a lot more sleep and more on my A game. I'm out of here.